Hi, this is ShamanWeaver Sheila Baker, and I'm delighted to be here with Ray Couture. It's always so much fun. We have such a great time together. So, we got together in June for the solstice and talked to people about what to look forward to for the next 3 months.
Right.
So, what can you tell us about the upcoming 3 months?
Well, you know, the equinox is something that it takes a bad rap in a lot of ways because people are not really understanding it to the deeper level that it is. So it's just, in this case, all about looking at your own capacity for working out what you believe within yourself and to begin the process of improving your self-esteem, minus the idea of vanity or trying to deal with things on an ego level. It's like time to figure out how to find your ego and sort of like trail it around, you know, and to see, instead of follow the money, you follow the ego and see what it's doing. So when the equinox occurs, you know, the ego is cast into the darkest of the night. It gets darker and darker. And there's a thing in people, I think, where as you get into the dark, there comes a mysterious feeling of wondering what might happen. On one level, that's the darker side. But at the same time, there's a feeling in the people now with this new moon taking place in Virgo and the solstice being a part of that cycle, that we have an opportunity to really self-examine in a way that is non-judgmental, and that's really what that is all about, since Jupiter up in the sky is in Scorpio, discovering everything that isn't real and saying, "You did that, I caught you."
So, as many of you know, I've taken the summer off to do just that kind of thing, to re-examine and and to reevaluate, to really get into right relationship with my priorities, not what someone else out there says I ought to be excited about.
Yeah.
Not society, not no one outside of yourself. So here we come through the past 3 months where we self-examined, and now we're going to take it deeper. And by that, what I mean is to really look at what's important to you. And as we go into the winter, and I talk about it being the time of introspection and hibernation and reflection, and the long dark nights are beautiful for that. So what other tips can you give us?
Sounds like the saint who wrote the Dark Night of the Soul there for a moment. There is that. There is that need for personal cleansing in a certain kind of a way, personal growth, a lot of things. But it also, since the equinox comes to a point of balance, that we have to use all of what it is that we learned since the summer solstice and actually put it into practice where we have a lot less light. I tend to fade away sometimes when I'm thinking about these things.
Oh, I thought you meant in the winter you fade away.
That probably is part of what I have a moon in Leo, and I tend to demonstrate sometimes in ways that, but the point being, you have to be able to do both. You have to be able to hibernate and take care of yourself, but you also have to really be social in the sense of people getting together to support one another, to celebrate one another, because when it's really dark out there and you're by yourself and you've done everything you're supposed to do and you still feel lonesome, it's time for us to develop new forms of relationship that are supportive, period. They're not based upon a goal, you know. If you're developing a relationship, what do you want to get from this person? No. It's time to develop genuine, authentic relationships. I believe this is what the basic message of this equinox really is.
I love that because one of my foundational things is all we have is relationship. You know, these beautiful candles, they're melting right in front of our very eyes,
Yeah.
right? And we're sipping on these drinks. And
Oh, I
it
haven't yet. Can I do that now?
Please,
All
by
right.
all
This
means.
stuff looks pretty good.
So these containers
Whoa.
will break and go away.
I never knew pomegranate could be so red.
Oh, it's because it's got cherry.
Oh, it's
So
cherry
we're
pomegranate.
sipping a pomegranate. We're sipping something called pom, and no one's paying me yet for this commercial. But it's pomegranate and cherry with a little lime because we wanted to bring out the light and being light while we introspect.
And while I'm introspecting, the lime challenge for all those who are introspecting with, why in the heck am I so sick all the time?
Yeah. So, and there is a challenge going on, isn't it? And it's called the Lime Challenge.
That's right.
And it has to
And
do
my daughter
with
is part
Lime
of
Warriors.
organizing that.
Right on.
She flew across the country to participate in discussions that people were having about how to promote Lyme, and she fundamentally, as far as I know, came up with the idea of using the fruit.
I love it. It's been an ongoing debate. I remember in the early days of my my ShamanWeaver walk, they were discrediting, and so I love that we're bringing things out into the light, and that's why I'm inviting you. If you haven't joined Enlightened Spiritual Warriors yet, I invite you to join Enlightened Spiritual Warriors. I'll leave a link below. And how can people get in touch with you?
Well, I'm an Enlightened Spiritual Warrior, and I'm listed under WWW, which stands for Wonder Women www.astrologicalperspectives.net is where you can find me.
And honest to God, if you've never had a reading before and you want some insights into what's going on, and you want some acknowledgement that things from the past actually affected what's going on now, this is your guy. So, Ray Couture.
Wow, thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, I just love, well, first of all, so here we are sipping and talking to you, having fun. So find
if you go to
yourself-
her first, you won't have to come to me.
Oh, I
she'll
don't
do
think
the whole
that's
job.
at all true. But we can do it together, that's for sure, all
Okay.
of us.
All right.
So, Bliss, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wave to the nice people.
Wave to the nice people. Bye.